Oh, bloody thing. Never get the thing right. Get my stand up. Did you hear me? Hello? Can you get my stand, please? This is too wobbly. It's falling over all the time. Thank you. Okay, wobbly time again. Man. There we go. I'll put that down a bit. Yes, tonight we have no grass, but we do have paint you can watch dry. Yes, I painted those boards, skirting boards, and I'll be painting them again in about another 20 minutes. Stand by.
Oh, I thought you'd already done the second coat.
No, just the first coat.
Well, that's close.
Hello, Blinky. About to do some painting. I've already
Hey, Blinky.
painted one coat. These are our skirting boards. They're 10 inches wide. They're beauties. Came out of a 1930s house. So tonight, live, I'll be doing the second coat, which means you can watch paint dry. It's excitement at its ultimate. In fact, that's what the tin says. See? Ultimate.
You gotta watch the wind doesn't blow that over.
I can't do that while I'm painting. I'll have to get you to sit here nervously, looking at it, panicking.
Yeah, well, it just moved.
You're fine. It's cooled down a bit, that's for sure. It's good. Instead of being 100, it's only 90. Yeah, I don't think there's been a watch paint dry video on YouTube for a while.
No.
So this will just go ballistic to
we
all
could
those
make
old
it a-
painters. It'll just go for my 85-year-old randy neighbour. Jeez, don't worry, Blink. If he caught you, he wouldn't know what to do. Right, I got you. Hang on. What am I supposed to do now?
That could be a satisfaction video. It could make billions of views.
Funny thing is, it's off-white, that's the first coat. It'll be off-white, that's the second. So people are going, that's the same colour. Yeah. Hello, Kiwi.
Hey, Kerry.
Yes, well, the paint is drying on the first coat. Been on for about an hour and a half. Another 15 minutes, I'll be whacking on the second. Too easy.
Excuse me. My ass is going to look big as I walk past now because you've zoomed it in so much.
Yep. Look at that. Oh, jeez, it filled the screen.
Yeah.
Wait till the boss gets back and I'll prep the paint and I'll get into it. You can sit there all excited with a packet of crisps, can of cake, while being at the movies. Mind you, some movies I've seen, it's like watching paint dry. So I'll put it over here. I can take it out of it. There we go. Now, if it don't answer, it's because I can't see the screen. So talk amongst yourselves, you know. Talk about old days when you used to paint. Talk about enamel, flat white, gloss. This is a suppose you'd have to say it's a sort of semi-gloss. Can't really read it, pretty sure it's a semi-gloss. But I'll show you a skirting board. Now, you've all seen skirting boards before. These are from a 1930s home. This one's only had one coat of paint. I don't know if you can even see it, but it's 10 inches across. My hand goes about 11 inches. So it's a 10-inch board. I know you'll be excited. I'll give you a close-up. This is Oregon timber from a 1930 house. So when the guy said, "Do you want them all for $300?" I said, "Sounds like a bargain to me." But they need another coat. I don't know who'll be watching this. People that are extremely bored, who've got insomnia, or maybe old painters. Yes, it's white, well it's off-white actually, going on off-white. So you won't see any colour change. If you're expecting a darker colour, I'm sorry, you'll be disappointed. The boss will be back shortly. She can run you through the discussion. Be able to tell your grandchildren, yeah, I was there today, Seeds watched me make, and forced me to watch paint dry. That was back in 2020. Yeah, those were the days. Riveting. A lot of people put on paint, but they put it on very thin, thinking they're saving money. Ends up looking like crap, I can tell you. You've got to feed the boards, you've got to give them a fair bit of paint. Or it'll look like crap. A little bit. This is the exciting part. You didn't expect this, I suppose. Some of you might have. For the rest of you, this is just an extra thrill. You can't hear me, I apologise. If you can't hear me, you wouldn't have heard me apologise. Bit rough, I suppose. Probably go out of shot shortly, so you won't even see me. But that's okay. Take me long.
Kind of walk in front of the camera now.
I've been talking to them, I don't know if anyone's there.
Yeah, there is.
Say good day.
I did. I was inside doing something, I went on. All they can see is your bum.
Oh well.
No, just kidding.
People like that.
Just kidding. I will not touch the table. Wouldn't it be easier if you laid on your back and turned the board upside down and painted it?
Probably, I didn't think of that. Never finished now, so I'll have to get that a mess.
Hey VMAC, you're seeing seeds working.
The wife wanted to do it, but I said no.
I said to him he should be laying down, put the board upside down and painting it. You know, standing up doing that's physical work.
Oh, this is the big board done. I just want to do this.
Why is he upright? Yeah, I know, he's standing up. Hey VMAC, he should be laying. He just poked his tongue out at you.
I'm using vegetarian paint.
He's using vegetarian paint. Are we on early? Yeah, because Seed thought he'd just whack it on. Just, you know, one of those satisfaction videos come, what do you call it? That ASMR, whatever it is,
Is that what it is?
of painting. So, you know, like a meditation thing. Yes, I say to Seeds he shouldn't come on so early. He confuses everybody. Yes, the prison flip-flops. Yes, VMAC said you've got prison flip-flops on.
No, I'm thinking of buying an RV.
I'm pretty sure they can hear you. VMAC, they were cheap. They were $5 in the cheap shop. That's why he got them. Nothing.
Wearing proper shoes when I've been sanding and cutting, but when I can paint, I don't have to. And I like my feet being in the open.
And getting all dirty and sandy.
Yeah, it's all good.
Ah, the snowplow woke VMAC up. That's why she's so early. Oh, you've got the lid stuck to the bottom of that one.
That's all right. All good. Last bit for the night.
Yes, that's right. Watching paint dry. A bit of relaxation, meditation video. If I could sing or hum in tune, I would do that for you, but I don't want to scare you away. Well, seeing you up so early, VMAC, you're supposed to go camping on Friday, so this is where the... Oh, okay. We'll put it to the universe for you, VMAC. That's it, Dream. ASMR thingy. We'll put it to the universe, VMAC, that it clears up for you.
Tell me took our youngest granddaughter to school for the first time today.
Yes, well, second youngest granddaughter.
Yeah, that's true. Second youngest.
First day of kindy today, she was quite excited.
We all went down there.
Yep. Oh, you got floodstream. Yes, actually, my sister and niece live in New South Wales, and the bridges and all that, North Richmond, all flooded.
Is that all underwater now?
Yep, can't get around.
Okay.
And because there's traffic jams, because there's not many roads in and out. So what's he going to do now?
Put the paint away and then wash the brush.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you've been waiting for, watch the paint dry.
I'm just letting you know it was real paint. It wasn't like, you know, green screen with special effects.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Oh dear. Yep. Exciting, isn't it, Kiwi? Now, you have to tell me when you see a spot that's dried before another spot. Oh, that's good. To the left, yes. Oh dear. Now you have to tell us if a bug lands on there so we can go get it off.
I like this bit, eh?
Yeah. Remak, you can have a nap while you're watching the paint dry.
That turns?
Yeah, it does turn, but it doesn't do
Yeah,
anything.
no, it still stays locked.
I'll go put my thumbprint in it. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, Mark, it's been unique.
So that is the fruits of my labour.
Here we go, close up, Frank, get ready, close up.
Oh, we love these boards. They're, like I say, out of a 1930s house. I've got a heap in the shed that I've done. Even the little offcuts have come in handy when you do returns. And I've got a couple of damaged ones there that I can get bits and pieces out of. And quite a few extra I need to do under there. But I've got most of them done.
Remak, if I did that, I'll have to move in with you.
What's that?
Go and put my thumbprint on there.
No, I don't care.
Make sure it's
I can fix that.
make sure it's centered okay because Dream's looking to the left side
What?
while she's watching the paint dry.
It's in the direction. Yeah, just got lucky. We've been looking for something for about 7 or 8 months and had a couple of things in mind, but they were going to cost well into the 2000s.
Yes, VMAC, that's true.
Nah, that's just an old outdoor table. I've got paint all over it, but the beauty is it's a water-based enamel. So just a bit of soapy water and a scrubber, that'll
No.
come straight off.
No, VMAC said I should build a special table for the chocolate fountain when I start using it.
Look, that's going to be a messy video, and I ain't taking any part in it. I'll set the camera up and go out.
We'll do a live.
It'll be covered in the crap, head to toe.
So VMAC is
Yeah, anyway, I was saying, these boards we eventually found. Guy pulling down a 1930 colonial home. And I got about, what's it in feet? About 180 feet of skirting, all big lengths, small lengths, medium lengths, $300. But there's a lot of work in restoring them. I mean, that board I just showed you had 4 or 5 decent sized holes in it, but you can't see them now. Wood's quite easy to work with. So I'm wrapped in them because they're very, very rare. And not many times does a 1930 house get demolished because they're normally heritage protected. I didn't ask him about that actually.
No, it depends on the house. 30's not so much.
He had some beaut old windows, but we've already got ours. The story those skirting boards could tell. Still a bit sticky. Like I say, I didn't do much work then, but I'm a bit sticky from doing it. And now we're watching paint dry. Some people have probably been overwhelmed with excitement. They're probably just sitting there like going, wow, this is unreal.
Yep.
Do you want a close-up? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Yeah, look at that. And we've got a few clouds, which we haven't had for a very long time. And they're teasing us with the weather, saying, tomorrow we might get a thunderstorm. I don't know. They've been lying all year about rain. But they're clouds. We haven't seen them for a long time. Whew. I'm thinking about having a beer. Hello, Jojo. Yes, yeah. But I've probably done more painting and restoration in the last 3 months to rebuild a dozen RVs, trust me. I've probably rebuilt 2 or 3 myself over the years, mainly to turn a few dollars. You know, buy something for a couple of grand, sell it for 6 or 8, which I did quite successfully. Put beds in, refrigeration, solar power. People like the idea they can just get in, turn the key and go, whoa, this is all right. The last one I sold to those English backpackers, didn't I?
Yeah. Are they English?
Yeah, they were English. That was probably 4 years ago was the last time I did it.
A bit longer.
I don't use recipes when I cook plastic food, but this evening we'll try to articulate some of what I will do and email it to you.
Thanks,
Actually, you could email the tofu and it still look like it was when you sent it. How do you like your tofu done, sir? Medium rare, please. What? Hello, Roo. Yeah, so paint drying, it's exciting. I'd show you grass growing, but you can probably tell by we haven't had rain for 7 months.
Longer.
There's no watching grass tonight. Yeah, I've probably done about 80% of the boards. So probably it'll take me time because it's going to be really hot the next few days, over the 100 again. So probably I might do that big one tomorrow in the morning, sand it and fix it up, and then I'll paint it tomorrow night, and then I'll leave it if it's going to be that really hot for 4 or 5 days. But I know this coming weekend it's going to be a little bit better, 29, 30. I'll get stuck into The remaining boards under that bench over there. Yes, there. Oh, it looks like a snake. But the wind's in, so it's cooled down a bit, which is good. But this is our hottest time of the year, so we can't complain. No point complaining, it just stays hot. We could have a beer.
Yeah, I'll get one of those too.
Ooh. I'll stop the watch paint dry video and start the drinking alcohol video. And rumours can abound about how heavy drinkers we are. We've had 2 beers in 2 days. Yeah, it'll be all over YouTube.
Yeah.
Parody videos.
Yep.
Caesar's a drunk.
Yep.
Well, you're up early, VMAC. What's for breakfast? I know you're cooking tonight, tofu, but I imagine it's porridge. I'm guessing porridge. I'll turn the camera around. Do you want me to show you bum first? There we go. Got that one on film. There you go. All right. Probably a little bit high. That'll do. Baked porridge with an apple at the bottom. You know what I like is those dried apples. VMAC, that's cool. One day I would love to see you go walk about around your home to see your neighbourhood and stuff. Yeah, I could do that. Someone else said something. I don't get all the messages sometimes. 2 beers in 2 days. Next, we will have intervention. Yes, it will be. I can see it now. Probably a therapy course. I used to deliver them, actually. I just put a mac with some cinnamon and nutmeg on the bottom of the dish. Do you eat those dried apples, though? You know, apple pieces? They're yum in your cereal. Or your porridge. Or even just a nibble on. Fighting with my little, this is the iPhone case that you do the bendy bits and and it just keeps flopping in the heat. It just gets a bit floppy. So that's why we got the stand tonight. I like fresh fruit. All right, all right, all right. I like fresh beer. Wrap your laughing gear around one of them. Crown Lager. Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, we can go walk about around the home to see your neighbourhood and stuff.
We should take
Yeah,
them down the river, maybe.
Yeah.
River's just over there.
Well, we're just having a beer and I'm in my jammies, so we could drive down there now, but
No,
we
I'm not
won't.
doing it now. I mean, I've been working flat out all day, as you see.
But it's a good idea, rejects. We can do that.
Might even take you into the big smoke. Take you up to somewhere like Kings Park. That'd be good.
2 beers in 2 days.
Yeah, good
next.
old Crown. Nice drop. I've got 2 cases of 2 years old. You don't know how hard it is to find 2 years old over here, Blinky. It's like they hide it. Only found it one store.
I just put a mac with some cinnamon and nutmeg on bottom of dish. Oh, that's with the porridge.
Yep. We love fresh fruit. We've been hoeing in a watermelon all day.
I'll just put a mac. Mac, what do you mean?
Oh, a bit high for you.
It's all right, just leave it.
Just a little dower. There you go.
Yeah, 2 beers in 2 days. Next we'll have an intervention video, yes.
Should do a video of the 2 cartons of beer being delivered.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. It's 2 years old.
Will that last us 6 months?
Yes, we'll have to be honest. We do occasionally have a drink.
You get all the beers you can imagine. Like all the beers you can even think of. But 2 years old, we had one place we used to get it, and because we didn't go there for a couple of months, they stopped getting it. Because we were the only people that were buying it.
I think we have tasted Redback.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember where though.
I think in Victoria.
No, I like fresh fruit. Oh, okay, yeah. I've got lag on my phone. I'm sitting right next to you.
I don't know.
Geez, look at the flies buzzing around you. Must be your manly smell of sweat.
Yeah, well, you get that when you work.
Oh, shut up.
When you work.
You won't let me help with these boards,
No,
so
because
don't
the
start.
old boards have got a bit of lead paint on, so I don't let you touch it.
I've got fly spray down here. I can always hose him down.
I'm good. I'll have a shower after this. But there are clouds. That's a start. I mean, over east they've had incredible rainfall. Unbelievable. Boutique Aussie beers. Crown's not that expensive compared to some other beers, I'll be honest with you.
We actually hadn't bought.
This was $50 for
We
a
haven't
cart.
actually bought Crown a
No,
long time.
we didn't buy a cart of this, did we?
Yes.
Oh, we did. Yeah, about $50.
You've still got
Have to
Guinness.
go. All right. See you later,
All
VMAC.
right. See you, VMAC. Enjoy brekkie.
May the tofu be with you. Yeah, same here. Probably 75% humidity. Like it's only about 30 degrees now at Blinky, but I only did about 20 minutes work there and I got a bead of sweat on me. Not as if I exerted that much, but it's very humid. But we're back into the dry heat for the next 4 or 5 days, into the hundreds again, as per normal. Hey Blinky, I bet your backyard's not like this. Just all dry as a bone. Anywhere you look here, dry as a bone.
Take him down there.
That's all right. It's just all sand. Well, I'll just be showing them sand down there compared to sand up here. So your randy old neighbour, oh, I'll just slap him across. You old perv, bugger off. Hello, Paddy. Yeah, you're just teasing us now, Blinky. I think it was early October we had about a millimetre of rain, went stopped. Before that, I can't remember
It
when it last.
evaporated before it hit the ground.
Something like June last year we had a shower. Been the driest year we've ever had. Had a heap of rain over east because the Warragamba Dam in the Sydney Basin went from 35 to 60% in 3 days. That's because
Yeah.
they got a foot and a half of rain.
It's good that the dam's filling up. It's just the floods that's really affected a lot of areas. Jeanette,
Yeah, they lost people too. People have died.
yeah.
Terrible. It's not the bloody fires, it's the floods.
So how did these people die?
Drowned. Got caught in floodwaters. There's always some idiot trying to drive across the creek
Yeah.
and then washed away. Gone. $5 for a beer.
Yeah. No, she's saying it's 5 a.m.
Oh, 5 a.m. Bit
Yeah.
early for a beer.
It's 5 somewhere, that's right. But
What is it now? About 6 o'clock here?
It's nearly 6.
That's not right, Blinky. I mean, no matter how old you are, if you, let's be honest, sexually assaulting somebody, it's a crime.
Well, don't go there again, Blinky. That's actually a bit scary. A bit disgusting, as Mel says.
Just slap him. Like I say, if he's that old, maybe he's got a bit of dementia, Blinky. Or Alzheimer's. Thinks he's 25 again, chasing a young Sheila. Too fussed to have any dinner, what about you?
No.
Maybe one of them little pizza things later?
Yeah.
Maybe. Had watermelon for lunch, it was delicious. As soon as my daughter came in this afternoon, she hoed into it. You had a bit? Still a bit left in there?
Yeah.
I like cold watermelon on a hot day.
Oh, that's well. He probably thinks
What's that?
he's got cancer. Probably thinks he'll go any minute, so he might as well make the best of what time he's got left.
Yeah, still
But still,
no excuse.
no.
I don't care if he's on his deathbed. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, that's an old adage for it's time for a drink.
Yeah, it's no excuse, Blinky.
Yeah, no, don't put up with it.
I wouldn't go there again. Simple. If he treats people like that, he'll be dying alone.
I mean, there's a big difference, Blinky. If someone is giving you amorous attention and you want it, it's different. If someone's giving you amorous attention and they don't take no for an answer
Hands on, yeah.
and they go beyond, that's sexual assault. That's it. Pretty simple.
Well, that was a bit of... I know you've got the camera the other way. I was going to say, a leaf just fell. That would have been a bit of excitement if they had seen that.
Yeah, but it would have interrupted the excitement of the paint drying.
Yeah, see,
Would have
Blinky,
just thrown them.
It did upset you, so that's not good.
Blinky, does he have a district nurse visiting him? Because if he does,
Or family.
or family, just mention it to them. Yeah, no, you don't take shit, Blinky. Just because someone's old and dying and wants to
Yeah,
put your
that's
hand up
right,
your skirt,
Blinky.
that's
Nah.
not on.
You need to... If he's got family or nurse coming,
He'd have a nurse,
Have a
he'd have a
word.
district nurse. If he's at home and he's on his last legs, he'll have people visiting him. I would mention it to them and suggest that they have a word. Other words, other than you, other people will know about it and they'll tell him and he'll be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that.
that's not respect for you, Blinky.
Well, if her daughter thinks it's funny, maybe you could suggest to her, what if someone did it to one of her daughters?
Yeah.
Then he'd be like, is that funny?
Or to her. If someone did it to her, that's not funny. People sometimes let things go because they're elderly. Well, depending on the situation, that ain't right, is it?
No, look, I mean, if you have an attraction to somebody and it's reciprocated, no problem. It's when it's assault. It's not good.
Not your karma, Blinky, his.
No, I'd be certainly yakking to her family, and if she's making a joke out of it, say, all right, well, maybe I should call the authorities, see how fine they find it funny.
Yeah.
Then you'll see the look on the daughter's face maybe change.
Blinky, not your karma, his. If he, he'll get his karma, that's what Paddy's saying.
Give me his phone number. Hello, Detective Sergeant Nobby here. I hear that you're harassing people in your district. Oh, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. We have evidence to convict you if you don't stop what you're doing. I don't care if you're dying. That happens to everybody. But listen carefully. Next time you even look the wrong way, you're going to be arrested, son. I'm 95. I don't care how old you are. There's plenty of room in the jails for young and old.
It doesn't...
Goodbye.
Doesn't matter if he thinks your mate. Sometimes that can be worse. Yeah, I just explained it to her, Paddy. She just read it wrong. Paddy meant his karma, Blinky, being told off.
Happened to one of my daughters, I'd be round her like a flash and say, mate, we're going to have a word. Well, I'm dying. I don't care. But I'm old. I don't care. You got a daughter? Yeah. What if I put my hand up her skirt without her wanting it? Is that okay? Oh, it's not okay.
But you
Right.
also need to...
Pull your head in, son.
Yeah, you need to tell him too. Well, that's if you go back there, which I wouldn't do, but tell him, Blinky.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go back. Just put a sign on your fence that says F off. You certainly don't have to put up with shit in life. Yeah, I wonder how funny the daughter would find it if it was happening to one of her kids.
Or even her.
Well, the reference is like someone younger. So
See, when I worked in the nursing home, we had a few people like that. Never put up with it. The family got told, they got told off. The nurses had a right to, obviously not physically touch, but verbally say to them, you know, that's not on, mate. And one or two actually got kicked out of the nursing home for having behaviour like that. So they don't tolerate it. Don't you tolerate it, Blinky?
yeah, no, don't put up with the crap. How's your mate going? I know his name, but I'm not going to mention it. Is he doing all right? No worries. Say g'day from us to him next time you catch up with him. Certainly a bit cooler now, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah.
I was up about 5:30 this morning. So I get tired as it gets a bit later. No worries. Seemed a decent bloke. So hopefully next week we're going to get the floors sanded. Hello,
Hey,
Mel.
Mel, you should have just put in, be right back, hello.
Be right back's coming up any second now. It's just started to cool down here, which is good, because it's been relenting all day.
Got to give my people kisses, because you don't.
No.
Fish face. Put it a bit more on you.
No, it's all on you tonight. It's the spotlight on you. The paint
No.
is drying.
But you haven't, you're not showing them the paint drying. Now what you do in between...
That's true, Paddy. You had 2 showers today. Stinky bum. What happened there? It was just too sticky, I guess. That's what happens here in Australia. You think, you'll have a shower. And Blakey would have had a shower and then sat down and thought, geez, I'm still sticky. And you have another one. Yeah, humidity is a pain in the ass.
See, Mel, just every second sentence or every second time you post, just put be right back.
What's for dinner, Mel?
Mel, because you're going from gold star back down to silver.
We're it's just been hot, so we've had fruit for the day. Got still a heap of stew left, which is yum. Have that tomorrow. Finish that off tomorrow. Get good 8 meals out of that. It's been good.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, you can't beat a good stew. Like, even though it was hot, the thing is, I've made the stew 3 days ago. So now all we've been doing is putting a bit in a pot, reheating it.
And
It's
we've
10 minutes, it's
got
done.
aircon to sit and eat it in,
Yeah.
so yeah. Oh, see, they love kisses. My people love kisses.
All right, well, you keep giving them. Yeah, you can't be a good lamb shank. I let mine just simmer away.
Yeah.
There's no time limit in cooking a shank with onions, gravy, mashed potato, honeyed carrots.
Well, depending what happens with this damn coronavirus, don't know, because I said to Seeds I don't want to book going to the US yet. But
Which,
even
yeah,
within Australia, it's sort of,
it's pretty good here at the moment.
because we could do a weekend to Melbourne
I
when the
think
house
more
is
like
done.
going to New Zealand.
We could do both
The end of winter would be good.
and catch up with Blinky again.
Yeah, I could go and visit your neighbour, Blinky. G'day, mate. But you didn't expect to see me. I'm Blinky's older brother. I've come to kick your ass. But you're so old, I'm just going to poke you in the eye. Yeah, I was going to book not long ago, but then she said, look, and she's right, we don't know how this thing's going with the virus. It could be everywhere shortly.
I don't want to be thousands of kilometres out of Australia, and yeah, I don't want to be quarantined in.
Well, the thing is, you might be in
Christmas
an
Island.
area that gets it, and then when you fly back, they must say you're spending 14 days in Christmas Island.
Yeah. But I mean,
Mind you, there's good fishing on Christmas
I
Island.
was just thinking, well, it's not very. I don't want it to happen, but what an experience.
Oh, look, I think it's smart to just be very careful these days. I mean, in Australia, each year 3,000 people die of the flu. So that's a virus, or bacterial, but what I'm saying is people get sick all the time. This thing, I believe, is going to be like the common cold. It'll be everywhere until they have a vaccine. Yeah, there's a bit of racism going on as well. Like this Australian Chinese have been here for 40 years, never been to China. They're getting sort of a bit of a slur at them, which is not right. That's what people do though when this sort of thing happens. See, George closed all these restaurants. He's gone down to Gurgler.
Well, you can. I know they're not the same, but you can get them in the supermarket. Blinky and cook your own.
Welcome back, Mel. Fried rice. No fried rice?
All right, Mel. Now, next sentence, I want you to put "be right back" just to get you ahead, and then you'll be fine.
What are you going on about?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's between Mel and I. We know, don't we,
Righto.
Mel? Mel, give us a wink.
Righto.
It's secret women's business.
You know, order things. What did we? Yeah, I like basmati. That's my preferable rice.
Yep, that's right, Mel. So now put BRB.
Yep, couple of prawns. I fry up a few eggs in a pan, put a bit of parsley and some dried shallots in amongst it. Let it roll it up, cool down, chop it up, chuck that in the fried rice as well. Just a little tip, you know, if the world comes into a bit of, oh, this is not good, we'll have to stay home for a long period of time, buy white rice. That can be basmati. Don't buy brown rice, because what happens with brown rice, it has a tiny little bit of oil in it, believe it or not, and it doesn't last more than 3 or 4 months. White rice, probably you could eat white rice from the Egyptian period now. Other words, it's indefinite. But brown rice or dark rice, wild rice, has an oil content, so it's only good for 3 or 4 months. Just a tip. And a big 10-kilo bag of kidney beans dried is probably about 30 bucks. Rice and beans. Bit of chili sauce. Yes, it will get monotonous, but you could make rice pudding. You could mush the beans up and make like a paste. Yeah, no, white rice is indefinite, but brown or wild or all the other types, whole grain, They have a marginal amount of oil in them, just the process. And they go off in about 3 to 4 months. But white rice, no problem. Flour, no problem, as long as it's white flour. I mean, we're not white flour eaters, but come to that, if we had to store 50 kilos of flour,
As long as
it'll
it's
last
airtight.
indefinitely. Hello, Buttercup.
So you don't get weevils in them.
You actually get, in rice, you get sometimes, there's a little weevil that grows in the paddock when the rice is growing. Sometimes in the supermarkets they recall a batch because the eggs attach themselves and they're very versatile. And left in a big cupboard over a period of time they can hatch and you have all these little weevils running around. Same with flour weevils. Yeah, brown rice is good, just doesn't last long, Mel, because it's got a tiny bit of oil in it, natural oil.
I do like brown rice actually.
Yeah, I mean, I like basmati. You don't mind jasmine. But, geez, a bag of rice, if you've got a 5 kilo bag of rice, Blinky, you're going to have it all year. That's a lot of food. I mean, Asian countries, that's probably half their diet is rice, isn't it? Everywhere you go, it's veggies, a little bit, tiny bit of meat, and big bowl of rice. You're in the running, Mel. Yeah, my
Okay,
homemade
Mel.
stir-fried rice is I cook 3 eggs, mix them up, put them in a pan, and I don't do anything. I just let it start getting firm. I might pull the edges in a bit, just before it's a bit googy on top, stop, bit of parsley, and some of them dried shallots to sprinkle them in. Finish cooking, take it out, put it on a breadboard, let it cool. Then I roll it up and cut it in very fine chiffonades. Getting fancy now. Mel knows what I'm talking about. Put that aside. Then I'll cook up some bacon, onion, what else put there? Capsicum,
Yeah.
chicken, cooked chicken. And I just make this all emulsified together and then mix all in the cooked cold rice from the day before. That's how I do mine, cook the rice the day before. Mix it all up and then you can either stir fry it or you can literally just eat it as it is. I've got chicken out to defrost for Moz night, right? What are some ideas instead of roast chook? Well, is it whole chicken or is it chicken pieces? Or is it chicken breast? Must pop on Weber if he's up to it, right? If it's chicken with bone in, one of my favourites, this one doesn't really like it, is I get all whole chooky, all right. Well, it's up to you. I don't know whether you cut up a whole chook raw or not, but a whole chicken I would just roast, I'll be honest. Apricot chicken, Blinky knows where I was going. Get chicken pieces, put them in the oven, cook them, they're cooked. Take it out. There's a bit of chicken juice down there too, so this is all good. Then you add a fairly large can of apricot nectar over the top. And then you get a packet, and Blinky knows what I'm talking about, a packet of French onion soup and just sprinkle it all over the top. Now the chicken's cooked. Back in the oven, a bit lower, probably about 170, half an hour. When you pull it out, all this glutinous, glutty sort of is absolutely delicious. And then you add a bit of rice to it. And if you've got, say, a kilo of chicken for one person, that's
Yep.
4 meals.
You could, Mel,
What's that?
do a slow cooker apricot chook.
I'd cut it up, Mel, be honest with you, because you want chunks. You can do it with breasts.
I can't do the French onion soup. Yeah, that's right. That's too salty.
Don't need any salt in apricot.
No, but
chicken.
if you use the French onion soup packet like you said, she can't. So she would have to
no,
put her
you,
own.
No, you can buy it without no sodium or low salt. Just read the packet. Doesn't have to be French onion, but it just works. Blinky knows what I'm talking about. French onion dried soup over the top of apricot nectar, over the top of cooked chicken, back in the oven. Mwah. Superb.
Be right back. Just got it right this time.
I don't know if you've ever cooked, like you get chicken breast and you cut it up into little chunks, probably, you know, like say it's the breast, you've got slices, so it's a slice of about that round and probably 1/4 inch thick. What I do is I put them in some flour, which I've seasoned, shake it up in a bag, take all the flour off it, so it's just, you know, that sort of leathery feeling. And I make a batter up, and I'll shallow fry them or deep fry them, whatever I've got going. Take them out when they're all golden and crispy, put them in a big stainless steel bowl I got, drizzle a bit of honey over the top, a little bit of sesame seed, stir it all up. Honey, sesame, crunchy chunks of chicken. Unbelievable. You'll love it. And I do the same with prawns. Apricot chook sounds good.
Wow, that was quick, Mel. You get 2 stars for that.
Tagine, yep, you can do it in a tagine. One of my little go-to meals when I want, say, a curry, because it's mild, is I make musselman curry. Now, I can make it from scratch, but I get lazy and I buy a tin of musselman curry. But I like the potatoes and all the bits and pieces, the onion and the garlic and yum, and the beef cooked very slowly. Beef musselman curry. When I make a batch, it's probably 8 to 10 meals, but it's yum. You just take it out, add a bit of rice, big feed. And you can get fancy with vegetables if you want to, but I actually just like steamed vegetables. And I like them, they got just a little bit of bite left in them. When they get soggy, it's bleh. But steamed veggies with a bit of sour cream. I like hot chili sauce. The wife puts on her sweet chili sauce. But we'll often have a meal during the week of just vegetables. Beef and black bean, yep, that's good. And when you make a stir fry, you've got to try and, it's hard. Like if I say, Blinky, go make a stir fry and say she wants cabbage in it. It's very hard to buy just a little bit of cabbage. The best you can buy is a small half, and a meal for one, my goodness, you'd have 5 meals with all the other ingredients, the carrots and the bits and pieces and beans and snow peas, you name it. It just, so what I do is, hello, can you see there? Look, ghost up there, see? Indelibly marked, people will be saying there's a ghost in that house. But in about, I still reckon we're 4 weeks away from actually living in this part of the house. When I get there, I will do a couple of my favourite meals, which is the crispy prawn, honey prawn in a batter. It's unbelievably good. It is sensational. Nice little tossed salad. Yum. And if the kids are around, we've got to be quick, because they'll just say, can I have a couple? And all of a sudden they're eating everything I've cooked. I'll do it in batches, empty container. And then I'll slow down and say, you going home now? Shortly. Well, no, because it's 100 degrees. She doesn't wear socks in 100 degrees.
No, Blinky's like sort of borderline with putting socks on or not in this weather. I do miss wearing my socks.
But you wear them out with your odd laces as well.
Yes. My odd socks there are ready to put on when it gets a little bit cool.
Just for those that joined earlier, just for the specific reason of watching paint dry,
Yes, leave it on that for a
it's
while.
now dry. That's the
Leave
update.
it on there for a
Live
while.
broadcast. Mainly they're all purple, Mel.
They're all different shades of purple.
Would you do the same as me, Blinky? I must have missed a text.
Wear odd socks.
Oh, that's what it'll be. One thing you can't do is wear odd undies. At least you put 2 pair on. Yeah, she's done it all the time I've known her.
I remember when we went to Germany, my aunt did my washing for me because we were staying in a...
I think she said
thing.
she lost something because she thought she'd lost socks or
She
something.
thought, oh my God, I can't match these socks up. My washing machine has eaten them. And then Mum explained to her in German, no, that's what she does. Still makes me laugh when people ask, do I buy them like that?
She could start a business selling odd socks.
Probably.
No one does it.
There's actually a Facebook page dedicated to odd socks.
Run by odd people.
Yeah, it's the damn washing machine or dryer.
There's only one thing I hate,
Blinky.
Link, is when you go to your sock drawer and you pull out a pair of socks and you put one on, that's only like 6 inches up your ankle, and you put the other one, it's up to your knee. And I'm thinking, that's odd,
Yes,
but it doesn't work.
that's why I make you buy just all the same socks, so I don't have
I
that
just
problem.
have generic socks. I'll finish this ciggy and I think I'll go inside. Might even have a bit more fruit. I'll leave them out tonight. I'm not going to get any rain. You were saying, oh, is it going to rain tonight? Have a look. Remember I showed you guys clouds earlier? Check that out. They were just a mirage. They're gone. Not one to be seen. Oh, Buttercup's being right back.
Oh my God, Buttercup. Are you trying to get gold stars like Mel, aren't you?
Ozzy came in here about a month ago and said good day, didn't he?
Who?
Shooter. Just popped
Yeah,
in and
about a
said
month
good day.
ago. Oh no, we haven't actually caught up with him yet. No, I don't know where he is right now actually.
No,
But about a month
we
ago.
offered a few times to catch up, but I don't force people. Happens, it happens. But I was listening to a broadcast from the World Health Organization today, and they basically are saying that coronavirus is not controllable. So, might be just like the common cold. It'll be around until they have a vaccine. It doesn't seem to affect people outside of China as badly as it does affect them. In other words, look, there's 300 or 400 cases outside China, and I can't think of one. Maybe one's died, I don't know. But in China, the rate's up to about 3%. So I don't know why that's the case, whether it's a genetic thing as well as a virus. It just seems strange that the death rate is nearly non-existent outside of China.
Because they're still eating rats.
What's a blow weapon?
Bio weapon.
Oh, bioweapon. Oh, yeah. Would have put it past the buggers that this was manufactured. But I just don't understand why it is killing only really Chinese. And it doesn't matter where they go. Apparently the people that are dying when they go to other countries, yeah, they're Chinese by descent.
Yeah.
No one's brought that up yet, but it's like the virus is profiled for that genetic race. Well, on the same report I heard today, they actually got the information out that in one hospital, over 1,000 of the healthcare workers, 1,000, have contracted the disease, and many have died. So, and these people are wearing masks, gloves. Some have worked in the ICU unit, and I've been there, and you've been there, Blinky. Your nurses come in looking like spacemen, but they've contracted the disease even working in the ICU. So that tells me it's very contagious. All the measures that would be undertaken within a hospital to prevent it didn't work. 1,000 health workers have fallen victim to the virus, even though they've been well protected, they thought. It's certainly an issue. Like I say, most viruses, usually after entering the 10 to 14 week period, they peak. That's been true of all viruses. 10 to 14 weeks it peaks, but this looks like it's just on a steady trajectory. So I don't know what that means. Is the virus just going to be like the common cold?
Put your phone in. We'll go inside anyway. Flies are sort of all of a sudden have come.
Yeah, they've insisted anyone that dies from the coronavirus are being cremated. No if, no but. Doesn't matter about your religion, whether you want to be buried. They're not having it. Everyone's being cremated.
Well, I shall go in.
Yep, me too. Anyway, we'll turn around and say good day. It's a bit sad, isn't it, Blank? Oops, I nearly had it right the first time. So from the little one down there, and from drying paint, and myself, have a good day, good night, wherever you are, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
We're going now, Mel.
Yeah, we'll be right back, Mel.
Yeah.